next, thank you, next. I'm so grateful for my ex.
Why this freaking one braid just won't let me be great. Morning guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique, for those of you who do not know me, and if you are new, welcome to my channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, then you already know, special welcome back to you. Y'all, let me just say, it feels like I have not been on here in forever. The last time that YouTube said I upload was a week ago. It does not feel like it has been a week, y'all. It feels like it has been forever, and I know the reason why is because school is back in session, and y'all. But let's go ahead and hop straight into the video. As you can see from the title down below, I'm here to talk about something that everyone loves, everyone goes to work to make. I'm talking about cash, moolah, bread, cha-ching. But we're not just here to talk about money, because money is money. What I'm here to talk about is how to manage your money. And I feel like I have experience with this because I used to work at KFC. I don't work at KFC anymore, but KFC was my first job ever. And me and my friend actually joke about this. She is my best friend, Italy. You guys have seen her on here. Me and her, we joke about this all the time. But when I used to work at KFC, y'all, I pretty much never had a check. And the reason why I never had a check was because I used to spend it. As soon as my check was dropped, honey, I used to pay my little $35 phone bill, and my check was gone. I'm talking about, y'all, I used to buy clothes, shoes, all this stuff, and I didn't even have a savings account. I didn't even know what a savings account was until I sat down one day and I looked at one of my pay stubs, and I was like, bro, all the money I have made, although I was working at KFC, I was like, bro, all the money I've made, I could have bought a new car. Like, I'm talking about like cash. And at the time, I was driving my little bug. I'm gonna insert a picture here. She had eyelashes. She was real cute, but she was old. I was about to turn 18, and I was looking to buy a new car. And I was like, all this money, I could have bought a new car. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, but in my mind, I was like, Dom, you're so crazy. Like, you're stupid. All this money is gone. And I was like, on what? On clothes and shoes. Don't get me wrong. I still buy clothes and shoes, but now I have a savings account. So I'm here to tell you guys my 10 tips on how to manage your money. Tip number 1, any lump sum of money gets saved. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care why you're getting it. It gets saved. And I say this because this is the quickest way that your savings account will grow. Okay? So any return from school, like for me, when I get money back from school, I don't care if it was 50 cents, honey, it's getting saved, because it's not something that, I'm not gonna say it's not something that I worked for per se. That's just what I do. As soon as direct deposit hits, it goes into my account that my savings is in. I don't even have to touch it, because I feel like that stops me from wanting to spend it. It automatically gets direct deposited into there. Now, you guys may have lump sums coming from other places. You may not have lump sums coming from school. You may have lump sums coming from, I don't know. But my tip to you is save that lump sum. Don't spend it. Tip number 2. A lot of people out here say they want to manage money. They want to learn how to save money. All this stuff. But they're spending money like crazy. Tip number 2 is you gotta act broke. I'm not saying act broke as in like don't spend your money at all, but I'm saying you have to actually have that mindset of I'm managing my money. Don't be out here making careless purchases. Don't be out here spending it because you know you have it. Don't do it. So tip number 2, act broke. Tip number 3 is something that I'm starting myself, and it's because I noticed that I'm doing it a lot. So tip number 3 is saving up for a purchase that is over a certain amount of money. A lot of times when I want to make a purchase, for instance, some shoes or like anything, like right now I want to purchase something for YouTube to, of course, better my channel, I automatically just go ahead, buy it. No. My tip is save up for that one thing that you want to buy. You can make the limit like $50. You can make the limit $100. Once it's over 50 or once it's over 100, save up for it. And not only will that help you manage your money, but you won't have to put that item on a credit card. You'll automatically have all the money right there to pay for it, and that's it. You don't have to pay it back because you done already put all the money together. Whatever that amount is, whatever you can contribute to it, that will eventually pay for the product. And I'm starting to do this because I noticed that I will put a big purchase on my credit card and then I will catch myself having to pay it back, and I'm like, girl, like, you just had to buy this just right now. You had to have them shoes. You had to have this. Then we are going to take a little bit from this paycheck, a little bit from this paycheck, and maybe the third paycheck is going to finish it, and boom, I will have my product. Also, when you choose to do this, you'll pretty much appreciate the product more. I feel like you would appreciate it more because instead of you just getting it like this, it's gonna take time for you to get that product. So the entire time that you're pretty much saving to buy the product, you're thinking like, I can't wait until I get this in the mail. Like, you're just going to appreciate it more. Tip number 4. So similar to splitting the entire purchase in 3s or 2s or however amount of payments it takes for you to get it, I also say split your bills in half. And I say this because, of course, bills roll around once a month. So for instance, my car note, say my car note I wish was $50. If my car note was $50, one check I'm gonna put $25 away, and then the last check is when I actually pay the entire bill. And the reason why I do this is because I found that if I pay all my bills on one check, it makes me feel like I have no money. And the worst feeling is working for 2 weeks and then your entire check is gone. I still have some money left over for me. Although my the check amounts never change, nothing like that ever change, but it's just the method. And it's just knowing like, okay, each time I get paid, I will have some money left for me. Because versus when you pay all your bills at once on one check, it's like, I just got paid, but I'm broke. And I don't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling of like, I just worked 2 weeks and my check is already gone. Like, I don't have no money left. So split your bills just like how you split the purchases that you want. Tip number 5, and this is something that I started doing right after I quit KFC because I saw that I was not saving any money. So let me explain this to you. And I'm kind of going to sound like Kevin Hart a little bit when he was talking about one bank, this bank, this bank, this bank.
I got a checking in the savings, but all the money is in my savings. So I got to switch it to my checking, but it's going to take 3 business days.
So I have 2 banks. I have one bank, which is my SunTrust. I don't mind telling you guys where I bank at. I bank at SunTrust and I bank at Wells Fargo. So when I get paid, my check automatically goes to SunTrust. However, I have it arranged that I automatically save some to go to Wells Fargo. So I put both of my banks on my direct deposit, but a certain amount goes to Wells Fargo, and then of course the rest goes to my SunTrust account, which is where I spend my money. So the reason why I do this is because I have no card for Wells Fargo, which allows me to save. If you don't have a card, then how are you gonna get the money out? You get what I'm saying? So as soon as I set up that account for Wells Fargo, I cut that card up. Honestly, is the reason why I've been saving so much, because not only do I not have access to that money, but that money is automatically being pulled out of my check before I even see it. If it's set up to where your saving money is automatically pulled out of your paycheck, you don't even see it. So now you're going to work around the money that you now have. So tip number 6 actually going to go hand in hand with tip number 5, which was setting up 2 different accounts. And the next tip is when you get a raise, of course, you need to increase that amount that you're saving. So even if you get a 25-cent raise, raise that saving amount $25, raise it $50. Whenever you get a raise, you need to raise that saving amount because you're making more money so you can save more money. That's how you're supposed to do it. You make more, you save more. Because when you make more, of course, you're going to spend more. I know that's not what we're supposed to do, but let's be real. That's what happens. When we get that raise, we're like, okay, girl, I can go ahead and get this because I got some more money coming in. So when you make more, you spend more, so which means you need to save more. Tip number 7, and I know these are like seriously all over the place, but these are things that I do that I feel that actually help me. So tip number 7 is planning out your check. And the reason why I do this is because if I don't, my money's just gonna go everywhere. Bills may not get paid. Like, I'm just being honest with y'all. And I'm not gonna show you guys like anything on here, but I take this whiteboard and I literally write out my bills. I put each, whether it's my car, whether it's a credit card, whether it's something for school, whatever it is, I put it on that board, and that helps me visually see my check and where it's going. And of course, I put some away for me. And that goes into tip number 8. Always put some money away for yourself. And I'm not saying that like put a large amount. I'm saying put enough away for you to actually get by for the 2 weeks. And I'm saying that just in case you need to get gas, make sure you fill up when you get paid. You want food, always put some money away from you. But always put some money away for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself having to slide that credit card. That's if you put everything on your bills and you don't think about yourself for the next 2 weeks. Tip number 9 is find other ways to save. Saving is not only just putting money away in a separate account, but it's also finding like ways to stop spending a certain amount or stop spending that period. So for example, one way that I save is I wash my own car. Only time I go to the car wash is when I'm being super lazy, or I just like, I don't know. It's really only when I'm being lazy. I'm just be honest with y'all. It's only when I'm being lazy. But other than that, I wash my own car. Another way that you can save money, for example, is instead of getting these acrylics, honey, get you some press-ons. Because I done been to Target and I done saw some real cute press-ons, and I'm like, I'm gonna take these acrylics off. But if you think about it, you're actually saving a lot of money because you get your nails done twice a week, right? A fill-in. The average amount that I spend when I go to the nail salon is like 60 through 70, maybe sometimes 80. These were 90 plus my feet. So you're spending a lot of money on nails, which is crazy. Now that I think about it, you spend a lot of money on your nails. So if you can find some cute press-ons, I know there's a lot of Instagram accounts that sell like press-on nails that look like real acrylics, meaning they have like the designs that a lot of people wear, like the Gucci design, the Louis design, stuff like that. If you can find those, buy those and just press them on, and that will save you a lot of money. You can still go to the nail salon to get your feet done, because that's what I'm gonna do. Like once I take these off, I'm switching to press on, okay? And I'm pretty sure y'all not even gonna know the difference. So once I take these off, I'm gonna switch to press on, but I'm still gonna go get my pedicure and stuff like that, and I may still get a manicure just to maintain my cuticles. Lily, I'm sorry, y'all. Just to still maintain like my cuticles and stuff like that. Okay, tip number 10, which is something that everyone says, and it's really true. If you can't buy it twice, put it back. A lot of times people will go ahead and buy a Louis bag, a Louis wallet, a Louis purse, and they don't even have that same amount that they just spent in that bag, or in, like, you get what I'm saying? So if you can't buy it twice, put it back, unless it is a special occasion. And I'm not playing with y'all. Don't sit here and buy a Louis bag because it's Friday. No, you need to buy a Louis bag when you just graduated, or you need to buy a Louis bag when you just, you know, when it's something really special, because that will stop you from making, I'm not going to say stupid purchases, but stupid purchases. I was about to do this. I was about to buy a really expensive item for no reason. And I was like, no, Dom, we can buy this when you do this. We can buy this when you achieve this. This will, of course, make you appreciate the product more. It will celebrate your achievement, and it's gonna help you not spend unnecessary money for no reason. Although you may really deserve it, but I feel like you should purchase big things like that when it's really a special occasion. Or you can go back to the other tip that I said and like individually make payments, not payments, but individually save for them, and eventually you will get that full amount and you can pay for it, and that's it. But for this tip, I'm saying that when you like put it on a credit card and then you have to pay it back. When you make them payments like later down the line, you like, okay, I'm making these payments because I done graduated from college. I made these payments because I done got into nursing school. Stuff like that. That's the only time I feel like you should do that, and that's what I'm doing. So guys, that is going to wrap up my 10 money management tips. This video again was highly requested from people on Instagram. I asked you guys what you guys wanted to see, and I did get this response. So of course I am giving you guys what you want, and don't mind my eye. I don't know why it's red. Like, I really don't know why. But yes, guys, enjoy, and I hope that you found at least one of these tips to be helpful. I hope you heard one tip and was like, okay, I'm gonna start this. You know, I hope you found at least something in this video to be useful. So make sure you go ahead and follow me on my social media accounts. I will put them somewhere on the screen, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Oh, please get ready.